Did away with the stickers on the side of my tank and polished her up. She looks pretty nice other than a few dings she has in it. She looks damn nice. Except for there on the top where somebody sanded off the orange paint, the stock orange paint, with some really coarse sandpaper, and it dug grooves into the tank. But they're starting to polish out. They're starting to come out. But damn, that tank's shiny. Came out real nice. Blinding. Did a little couple tests on the bars to see how they'd polish up. And they'll come out nice. You just need to take them off and polish them. And somebody asked me if there was a difference between an XT and a TT back wheel. There is. A TT does not have a push drive. The sprocket's bolted straight to the hub. And on an XT, you'll see this area right here will have a plate over it. Well, under that plate is your rubber dampers, which would slide into slots similar to this. Each one of these slots would have a rubber damper in it with a little notch in it for the peg from the sprocket drive. But, however, they are different wheels. Either wheel will work on either bike. But the deal with the XT is it only has 2 bearings. It has 1 bearing on each side. The TT rear wheel has 4 bearings, 2 on each side. That's the major difference. But like I said, either will work on either bike, and they accept the same brake drum and the same sprocket. My back fender cracked. Got a crack there and a crack there. Front fender, no cracks. Can't get over how nice that tank looks. It looks so much better without those stupid mailbox stickers on the side of it. You know, like the type of stickers you would put on your mailbox, so and so lives at this address, you know. That's what those were. That's what those were. The other side's not quite as pretty. It still needs some work. And that's what I'm using right there to do it. Polishing compound on buffer. Just a regular old drill. That's how I've done all the polishing on this bike. Except for when I took the paint off the cases. That I had to use a very fine steel wool and a paint remover. And took off a lot of my paint on the engine when I pressure washed it. I'm debating on whether I will paint the engine or not. I might not. I might just give it a touch up. I think that's what I'll do, is just give it a touch up. The valve covers need to come off and get polished again. I'm still not running my dual feed oil line. Not yet. It's negligible whether I really need it on this bike or not. I don't run it very hard. But I'm still tinkering with it, still, you know, doing shit. Just because I don't have anything better to do today, thought I'd come out here and play with my bike. And yes, I've been asked before, but I'll say it again, no. That is not the original engine to this bike. This bike is a Frankenstein bike. Nothing on it belongs on it except for that tank and that frame. About the only 2 things that belong: tank frame and the swing arm. And possibly the forks. Possibly. I do know a 79 tt500F should have leading front edge forks like that, but whether these came on this bike or not, I don't know. That engine is a 76 xt500C engine. And it has been rebuilt once, for certain, because the back of the cases there have a stamp on them from whichever shop did the rebuild. When, I don't know, but I do know that the piston in it and the valves in it are brand damn new. Brand new. So is the cam. So I'd say it was either fairly recent or fairly low miles. I don't know which, but I do know when I got it, it had sat for a little over 20 years. Well, I'm gonna get back to doing my stuff. Later, y'all.